I'm Mark Sanborn, president of Sanborn and Associates, an idea studio for leadership development. I like to study business history. In 1982, Tom Peters and Bob Waterman wrote a book called In Search of Excellence. Now, the premise of the book was that we should all strive to be excellent. And in 1982, that was a powerful idea. I believe that today it is not enough to be excellent. That if you want to get ahead in your career or in your business, you've got to be distinctive. You see, the problem with excellence is that anyone can copy excellence. They simply watch what the excellent people or the excellent companies are doing and they replicate it. Distinction is that thing that makes you different and better than your competition. One of the best examples I can give for someone who holds a job in an organization is a story I heard years ago from a judge back in Northeast Ohio where I grew up. There was a med student who was doing his residency at a hospital with about a half dozen other residents. This particular med student was very competent. He knew that it wasn't enough to have style, that he needed to have substance. He needed to understand what he did and how he did it. But he also knew that style could leverage substance. Now, if you know anything about residents, they're all assigned white lab coats. They all pretty much look the same. What did this resident do to make himself distinctive? Well, he took his lab coat to a tailor, and he had it tailored so that it fit him better. What's interesting is that the other doctors in that particular hospital never quite knew why he stood out a little bit differently and a little bit more positively than the other residents. It wasn't just his skills as a resident doc, but rather his appearance as well. And I'd like to point out that it was that distinction that leveraged his competence and brought him into the attention of the people who could help advance his career. So the question for you to think about today as you search for a new job or as you search to do better in the job you've already got, not what can I do to be excellent? Well, hopefully you already are, but what can I do to become distinctive?